Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHUTV for this watch along with me, your host John, with the West Ham versus Villa away game. Of course, Aston Villa versus West Ham. If you want to get pedantic about it, before we go through the game, the preview itself, let's do a quick shout out to the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including the 1976 home kit, which inspired the home shirt for this season, and also the 1980 FA Cup final shirt that inspired this season's away shirt as well. There's also Admiral and Umbro track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts in there, guys, so go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below for the next 16 purchases, the commission that I would make off it will be going directly to Isla's fight. So guys, by all means, please dig deep. So right, so let's start off with this first and foremost. Let's talk once it does it. So there we go. So we've got Fabianski in goal with Fred Warner and making with Wright, Yarmolenko and Anderson making up the attacking midfield with Allaire up front. So I'm guessing Yarmolenko's out on the right, Anderson's out on the left, and Lanzini's middle. On the bench, we have Roberto, Balbuena, Zabaleta, Snodgrass, Wilshere, Fornals, and Ajeti. So to be honest with you guys, it's pretty much unchanged from the pre-lineup. So it's not too bad if I'm honest with you. I'm quite impressed with it. Guys, by all means, put your comments in the how you feel they made the right choice in order to keep the momentum going, which is obviously, of course, we all need to make sure is happening as often and frequently as possible. My link, guys, because it's a little bit stuttery tonight for some reason, yet again. Rick, let's see what you've put up in the chat here, mate. Hi, John, how are you? Hope West Ham can win tonight and go third in the table. Come on, you Irons. Yes, Rick, I would love it. I would love us for us to get a result. Of course, I'm thinking either 2-1 or 3-1, as I said in the preview. I'm not really bothered about the third position. My thinking isn't about the third place. It's more to do with the that actual performance. I don't really care about this time of the season because it's pretty much nice to say that we're going into the start of the season in third position. Of course it is, but at the same point, it's pretty much irrelevant in the same way, because at the end of the day, guys, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Tim Smith's in the chat. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. Come on, you Irons. Cool, absolutely. Right, the game's kicked off. So I told you my stream was a little bit slow. I'm just going to try and get it up here, guys. Hold on 2 moments. Right, so we are as it's showing at the minute. Oh, what? Hang on. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties as always. Can never get a working stream properly when I need it to, and when everything's fine. So we're 45 seconds in. Villa's got a free kick, and we're playing in the third strip, as everyone seemed to announce so far. So Masuaku's on the ball, passes it to Anderson, who passes it to Lanzini by the looks of it. Yep, who's tripped up. It's a fair challenge, to be honest, but Lanzini's back on it. But Villa are back in possession. Still, Villa on the break, number 7. Obviously, it was interesting hearing Snodgrass's thoughts earlier today, and quite rightly so, just as Rice is tackled out. And Rice, very well played by Rice there. Very well played by the boy there. Really enjoyed what he's doing. He's been doing the last few weeks, and especially with the England game as well. Sorry, hang on. It's going a bit crazy, as it always is when I'm going live. There you go. Right, so yeah. So 1 minute 40 on the clock. Guys, let me know how far behind I am. It's actually quite nice seeing Villa back in the league, if I'm completely honest with you. So Villa still in possession. So WHU Kane. I'll get you comment up in just a moment, mate. Here we go. Turbo Gig Warfare evening. Hello, mate. Good to see you again. WHU Kane. Hi, John. Hello, mate. Nice to see you. Right, so Felipe Anderson passing the ball back to Fabianski, who's whoa, it goes out for a goal kick. Little bit stuttery from Fabianski there, to be honest. Probably didn't notice that the Villa player was on the attack, running in. He straight off, right from the start. When Anderson passed it back to him, the geezer ran straight in for the ball. So this is exactly as I expected it to be, guys. I really thought that Villa were going to be on the attack, and they clearly are right from the start. But 2 minutes and 50 seconds so far on the clock. Right, so guys, I know I've had a bit of issues with the volume of the microphone and the sound quality. Guys, let me know if there's any issues with the volume, will you? I'm hoping there isn't, but let me know if there is. I actually quite like the look of the third kit. It's growing on me. I'm not still keen on the purpley bits here, but it's growing on me. It's growing on me. Let's turn it down just a little bit. There you go. Right, so Villa still in possession. They're slowly on the attack. Ticky-tacky football. Nice play from Villa, to be honest with you, but we cleared it, and that looks like it's Yarmolenko. Pass it out to Anderson. Charles Brigden. Hello, Charles. Good to see you, mate. Come on, your minds. All right, so where we are. So we have... don't actually recognise that guy. So yeah, Yarmolenko running into the box. Oh, that could have almost a goal there from Yarmolenko. Almost a goal. Fredericks helped with the build up in that, but very good pass over to him. So the replay of it here. So Yarmolenko into the box, passes it over to Fredericks, and blam, yeah. So Fredericks into the box. Sorry, I should say, passes it to Diop. Sorry, Alea, I should say. I need to get used to his number. Right, so corner taken and cleared by Villa. So Rice over to Masuaku, who eventually passes it once the stream works again. Come on, he passes it over to Alea. Oh, trying to pass it right to the back of the box, but trying to find Yarmolenko, but couldn't find it, unfortunately. And now Rice has intercepted the ball from Villa, but it didn't really make much difference. Villa are passing it around back to their defence, and nobody's running into the defenders as well. Alai's just walking about a little bit, which is understandable. He's up there on his own. But yeah, so Villa are still in possession. So guys, we're 5 minutes in so far. Those who are in the chat that are watching, let me know what you're thinking of it so far. So we're practically 6 minutes in. So long ball up by Villa. It's flagged as offside. Marvelous Nakamba, apparently. The Nakamba, I think you pronounce that. So Fabianski waiting for a decent time to kick the ball. Come on, Fabianski. Come on, you're taking too long, son. There you go. Clears the ball. All the way down to Allaire. But intercepted. Well, nice try from Noble there, right at the goalkeeper. But sign of intent, trying to get everyone to wake up, just as Villa on the counter now. Slow, but they are slowly counter-attacking. So much space again. So Fredericks holding down their number 9, and it goes out for a West Ham. No, it's a Villa throw. So Villa on the throw. Slowly retreating back to the halfway line by the looks of it. Intercepting. So much possession for Villa. It's understandable they're at home. They're the home side, but they don't seem to be doing much again. Just as Noble goes for a charge. So we're all 11 behind the ball. No surprises there. Yeah, and Diop was Ogbonna was fouled there by the looks of it, and the cheeky little git goes for it anyway. Kev McElvoy. I need Lanzini to score for my fantasy football. You and me both, mate. Not a bad finish from the guy, to be honest with you. But error 00001000 liked. Thank you, mate. That's very appreciated. Thank you very much. Glad you guys are enjoying me sitting here not talking about much for West Ham, because it's all Villa at the minute. But this is Allaire passes to Anderson, who's running at box, and that's not. Did he get the ball? Doesn't look like he got the ball off Anderson there. 8 minutes now, Turbo. Yes. It's only a few seconds behind, but bearing in mind, obviously, guys, there's a bit of a lag as well because live is always a little bit behind everybody else anyway. But thanks for letting us know, Turbo. Albeit 2 and a bit minutes later than I asked, but never mind. So pass back to Fabianski, who skies it, and just kept in. Right, so there we go. Kev McAvoy liked and subscribed. Oh, thanks very much, Kev. I do appreciate it, mate. There's been a couple of people that have unsubscribed over the last few days. One, I can understand. I think I know who it is. Totally understandable. The other one, obviously, I don't. But people come and go. But thank you, mate. You're not that far behind today, mate. We'll see, Turbo. We'll see. It's delaying a little bit. But Kev, yes, no, it is great. It's the whole reason why I do this is because for you guys, as Villa are still in possession. But yeah, I do this for you. I enjoy doing interacting with new people all the time, and it's just let's have a look at this. Diop made a bit of a mincemeat out of that challenge. Right, so Villa have got a free kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards on the right side of the box. So going for the kick. Not really sure about that spacing, to be honest with you. That's a bit dangerous. Kick given, and straight at Fabianski. WHU Kane 3-0 West Ham is my prediction. That'd be nice. I can't see us keeping a clean sheet, to be honest with you, mate. But you never know. You never know. I said that about the Villa, the Norwich game, and look what happened there. Villa look very hungry. Yes, Turbo, they do. Very, very hungry. They've only got what? Where are we? 3 points so far. 1 victory. Guys, let me know in the comments about what you think about Jack Grealish. Do you think he deserves to be in the England setup? He had a breakthrough season, very, very brilliant breakthrough season. He's played very well in the Championship the last couple of seasons, and again, when they came back, he's actually done Nobles. Bit of a tasty one from Noble there on Grealish. But anyway, so let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm genuinely interested to see what you guys think about it. So Ogbonna to Masuaku, back to Ogbonna. I can actually start talking about the game now from a West Ham perspective. Back to Fabianski, who leaves it too late, but Russ clearance up to Yarmolenko, but unfortunately there was nobody who couldn't really pass it to Allaire properly, who's actually on his own between four players. Bookies give 2-1 either way or 2-2 as most likely. Yes, I agree, mate. Yeah, I agree. It's very potentially could be a 2-1 to either team, or a big score draw. Good to see Lanzini back. I'm glad that Pellegrini was brave with him, because obviously coming back from international duty on Fridays, he's only been back with the squad for 3 days, but good for him. Good. And it goes out for a West Ham throw, and it looks like it's going to be taken by Masuaku by the looks of it. Felipe Anderson's created most Premier League chances for West Ham since 2018. Well, we should do. We paid a bloody shitload of money for him. So, right. So, Masuaku to Anderson. Back to Masuaku. Come on. Wakey, wakey. Wakey, wakey. So, guys, going to try and get this up and running again. Done everything in my power to make sure my internet's working properly for you guys, but doesn't seem to be enough. There we go. That's better. Right. So 12:37. And a good little challenge in there from Villa, just as we're backing away. Dex goes into it, but nothing doing. Kev, I come to your question and your comment just a moment, mate. Villa on the attack, and that was close. Jack Grealish with his Peaky Blinders haircut. So just a bit of the replay there. So running through. Statue football from West Ham. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Yeah, so right. So Kev says, I'm Irish. Grealish is a good player, but he's a turncoat, so I hope he never gets picked for Yaz. Good player, though. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. I see your point. I see your point. Right, so yeah, I'll be interested to see the stats on this at half time. Because it's not it's all Villa at the minute. It's all Villa. We're hardly doing anything. We're standing about. Just as Rice intercepts and passes it over to Anderson, who passes it to Allaire, who passes it back to Anderson. Great movement from those two. Anderson passes it to Yarmolenko, who passes it over to Noble, who passes it back to Rice. Rice going the challenge. Masuaku back to Rice. Masuaku, Rice over to Noble. Noble's got no options. He's got no options. Rice, Anderson, Noble, running at the traffic, passes it out to Fredericks. He passes it over to Yarmolenko, who goes for goal and 5 or 6 yards wide. So not bad, 14 and a half minutes in. I'm probably a little bit further behind you guys now because it's I'm using a slightly better streaming site, but the quality is better, and we're all reliable. It's just going to be a little bit delayed. Noble to assist Anderson for a goal. And Kitam, good to see you again, mate. Thank you very much for coming back and watching this with us. Yeah, that'd be nice. It'd be nice to have that. Get that up and running. Anderson's in my fantasy league as well, so I'd like to see him get on the score sheet tonight. Just as Villa have a throw in, and they're slowly keeping possession. So much space. We're giving them so much space at the minute. It's unbelievable. Tasty challenge on Anderson. It goes for us for a free kick. Oh dear. He is refereeing. This will be interesting. Mike Dean. So Rice to Noble to Masuaku. Back to Rice. Sorry, it was Lanzini, not Noble. Fredericks to Yarmolenko. Back to Diop. Ogbonna almost caught unawares. He needs to wake up a bit. Pass out to Yarmolenko, but it goes out for a free. Is that a free kick or is that actually a throw? It's one of the two. Guys, please don't start spamming this again. What is the website, John? I'd love to say, guys, but I don't want to be done for any copyright or anything, so I can't say. But little bit of conversations going on. That's cool. Tropics, come on the Villa. Yeah, good to see you, mate. Glad you're on board. Just as so Lanzini gets fouled, and Mike Dean is not doing much about it by the looks of it. He's having a word with McGinn, who's just fouled him, but not much more than that. I'm a Villa fan, but respect West Ham as they're a solid side. Thank you, Jaden. Nice to see you. This is for talk through for all fans, both West Ham and otherwise. Do you actually have hands in fantasy team? That's fantasy suicide, bro. Well, I've got Lanzini in one, and I've got Anderson in the other. Reese, Davey, I'm not putting your comment up, mate. Show some respect, or I will boot you out. And if you are gonna try and give me a bit of grief, try and think up something a little bit more imaginative than just that. You got one chance, mate. Just as Yarmolenko is standing over the free kick. I mean, nothing really doing with that. John, you got Twitter? Yes, I do. WHU Kane. It's JP. It is literally at JPWHUTV. Common Ryan's winning with third place. Solomon, yeah, you're right, but there's too much. There's an actual not biased YouTuber. Finally, I'm trying to be unbiased on topics, but you know, I mean, this is the whole point. This is a watch with. Oh, come on, that's putting your arm up for a foul there. Do me a favor. This the whole point of this is race. You're all right. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. You know, Sean, come on the Villa. Well, come on, West Ham. And thank you, Kane, for backing me up there. Come on, you once. But yeah, no, as you know, as I said, Dropix. You know, this the whole point of this is for you guys to engage with yourselves and me while we're watching this game. Simple, you know, because that's the whole point. It's a watch along with. I'm watching it with you guys. It doesn't just because I'm West Ham and it's a West Ham channel doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be saying, oh, that was brilliant every single time. Fair play, Tropics, mate. You're Villa are absolutely all over us at the minute. Not doing much with it, but you're all over us. So just coming up to 19 minutes, and yet again, Mike Dean's having a word with someone. God, he knows he's on telly, doesn't he? Bloody hell. I wish they had a channel like this for Villa. To be honest, this is quite entertaining. I'm glad you think so. I'm sure. You know, if guys just make up your own. This is the reason why I did mine. You're a good streamer. I think Villa is playing better, but West Ham could always pull it back. Yes, Jaden, agreed. Yeah, you know, we haven't really, as from a West Ham point of view, we haven't really got out of first gear as yet. Villa should have tried, but to buy Tammy Amin permanently instead of spending 140 million on a load of random players. Yeah, Sean, I agree. I definitely agree. He was absolutely blistering for you last season, and he's carrying that on with Chelsea. Just as there's a bit of melee in our box there. Masuaku getting outdone by McGinn by the looks of him. A little bit of a how's your father then, but it's a bit of a set to in a few places. But Anderson to Masuaku, over to Noble, who's boots it over to Lanzini. I think that was meant to be. Lanzini's on the ball, so that must have been Yarmolenko. Anderson's running out on the left, a few yards away from the box, passes it into the box, and 2 or 3 yards wide from Ale. Almost scored then. Almost scored. Where did you put us in your league predictions, and do you think we will get Europa League this season? Solomon, I said that West Ham would finish 9th this season. I still maintain that. So no, I don't think we're going to get Europa this season, but you never know. The whole thing about being a West Ham supporter is the fact that you're pessimistic, to say the least, but optimistic at the same point. Me too. I love Tammy, but Chelsea have to thank Villa if you think about it. Yes, Jaden, 100%. He was getting nowhere under the previous regime. So Lanzini over to Yarmolenko, just outside the box. Passes it through to that was a poor attempt. Poor attempt. Reese, we need points. Yes, you do, mate. You do. I agree. You know, it's just one victory so far. I think all the rest of it was losses, if I remember correctly. So yes, yeah, it's not a high stakes game for either side of it because it's too early in the season for it to be high stakes. All right, so is that Grealish? Someone with a Peaky Blinder haircut. Yeah, it looks like Grealish. And just kept in there. Here we go. And poor attempts. And then Masuaku gets it from Lanzini, who passes it over to Anderson. And one of the Villa players is down, but play still goes on. Anderson running. Yeah, missed tackle by the looks of it. It looks like they've all stopped because the player's down. Mike Dean, the fat little bugger, play stop now. So he told him to kick it out. I mean, I know he likes to go by the book and everything, but Jesus, come on. So who is it? I think Aston Villa are the underdogs, but you know what they say. Yeah, agreed, mate. So who's this Villa player down? Number 24, rolling around like he was shot. But I don't think it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a foul, don't get me wrong, by Masuaku, but it's not that bad. I think he's just making a bit of a meal of it, to be honest with you, as most players do. Or here we go down, or we go down again. Reece, I'd be very surprised if that happens. Right, where would we read that one out? Could you DM me a link or name of website on Twitter? Kane, if you followed me, then yes, I will do it as soon as I can. Obviously, I don't want to interrupt this feed, but I will give you a link. Probably at halftime or after the video, I will give you give you a link to what I use. Well, there's two that I use. But to be honest with you, mate, there's a very, very good account on Twitter. If you just type in live streams, there's a very, very good Twitter account that puts up very good links. So have a look on there. Don't be Ghazi. Okay. BTG, what is the score? It's currently 0-0 with 24 seconds on the clock. Properly Jack Grealish teaching the players how to fake. Yes, Jaden, it certainly looks it. From that point of view, I suppose. Yeah, you're welcome, mate. As I say, it's just my phone's charging in a minute. So if we have another break and play, I'll do that. I'll do it for you straight away, mate. Well, yeah. What do you think the end score will be, and who will score for both teams, depending on what you said? Solomon, I don't know, mate. I thought 2-1. I still think 2-1. If anyone's going to score, it's probably going to be Grealish, or at least he'll get the assist. I'd like Allaire to get on the team sheet, of course. Where are we? So here you go. Live in HD. Okay, yep. Try that one, guys. But yeah, so anyway, it's all right. Here we go. So intercepted by Yarmolenko and over to Lanzini, who passes it over to Anderson. I say it before he does it. And who passes it into the box for Allaire, should you? No, it looks like he's going to go back to Lanzini. Yeah, bad decision. Man on straight away. Lanzini still got the ball, fortunately, and he passes it over to Noble, who's was free of space. He's passed it over to Fredericks. Passes it back to Noble, who gives it to Yarmolenko. Rice is screaming for it and he gets the ball. Pass it to Masuaku. It's a good idea that Rice is breaking up the play a little bit. Lanzini over to Anderson. Rice with a kick and goes out for a corner by the looks of it. Yeah. I'm a Birmingham City fan. I want Villa to get smashed. Keep it civilized, people. Could you put the link in the chat, or will that still alert YouTube and stop the stream? It would, Solomon, I'm afraid, mate. But as I say, there's loads of accounts you can follow. I really hope Aston Villa won, because they need this win, as they played 3 and only 1 win. West Ham looking good in the league. Yes, Jaden. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a fair point on both sides. Am I going to say that the full 90? It's a fair point on both sides. We'll find out, just as Anderson takes a very weird corner over to Noble, who passes it back to Anderson, so it's pretty pointless. And it goes all the way over to Masuaku, who skies it. Nice try, mate. Nice try. Right, so 27 minutes in so far, and FL first. Hello from Ukraine. Hello, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Love that little cat with a hat on it. That's great. I like that. I really genuinely like that. That's cool. Right, so Ogbonna clears upfield, but goes to no one. No ball intercepts over to Fredericks. Oh, bit tasty from Grealish. Oh, don't you? Little bit tasty from Grealish there. Alfie Armstrong, thank you very much. Hello, mate. Good to see you. Grealish has been carded for that. So instead of what you playing at to the to Mike Dean. Let's have a look at it. So, yeah, he gets in. Oh, that's right. It was Anderson, not Fredericks. But yeah, he makes a play for the ball, but he gets both legs. It's stupid. So it looks like Lanzini's over the free kick into the box and cleared away successfully. But straight to Masuaku. To Noble. That's right, to Rice. Yarmolenko through to Anderson is out on the right now, which is his preferred position as far as I'm concerned. How was that a free kick against Noble? He was nowhere near him. It's like 4 times now. No, he's nowhere near him. That's not a right. That's not correct. That's not right. Let's make sure. Let's have a look at the replay. But it is a ridiculously harsh booking. Let's just have a look. I mean, Noble's laughing about it because you got to with Mike Dean because we all know how much of a bell end he is. But are we gonna have a replay? We're gonna have a replay? No. Yes. No. No. No replay. There's a surprise. No replay because it's not a foul. Jaden says, "Do you think Aston Villa have a chance?" Because I just looked at the stats and we're kind of. By the way, you're a great streamer. Thank you, Jaden. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. There's always a chance, mate. It's always a chance in football. I mean, you're literally on the tack now, just as Diop clears it and goes out for a corner. That's the weirdest corner I've ever seen. Oh, please! What is going on? What is this? The Olympics now for diving? Sorry, that's a dive all day long. That's a dive. FL first. Do I speak Russian? No, I don't, mate. I'm afraid. Just purely English and bad English. A little bit, quite a huge amount of Cockney. A little bit of Polish, apparently. A little bit German, but mostly English. Right, so free kick taken. What are you doing? What are you doing? Cleared out by Ogbonna. And safe football by Villa. How do you think I felt when Villa didn't get that goal when Cahill dived in the box? Yeah, I know, mate. Yeah, he's always been a pillock. This is a bit stop-startery. I was expecting a bit more oomph to this game, to be honest with you guys. I mean, let me know what you're thinking about it. We're now with just over the half an hour mark. But yeah, it's weird. Ella 22. Yeah, well done. Right, so dangerous run, and well cleared by Diop by the looks of it. And goes out for a goal kick. Gemma Mead. Hi, Gemma. Good to see you. Born Villa. Good. Good. And Solomon, read last message. Soz, I know you're trying to keep up with the game. You're a great streamer, by the way. Thank you, Solomon. Question for you guys. Who likes Haller from Giles Brigden? Come on, West Brom, Birmingham City are with you. I don't know. West Brom? West Brom? That's the championship, mate. Come on. Pay attention. Oh, Ogbonna overdone there. That's ridiculous. How can he be? So Villa is still on the attack, doing a few little dummies. Villa are playing well. Villa are playing well. We're not playing brilliantly, but straight almost a goal attack there, but straight at Fabianski, who passes it down to Anderson, who threads it through to Noble, and then we got Fredericks running by the looks of it. Yeah, really charging for it. Not many options for him, but yeah, straight to Yarmolenko, and he walks over the ball. And Villa on the counter again. So shot on target, but again saved by Fabianski. Fabianski is by far the busier goalkeeper tonight. He really, really is the busier goalkeeper. I mean, I don't think. I think the Villa keepers had one save. I think so far. Charles, you are about to be booted out if you put one more spam message in there. Okay. Sorry, mate. Your time is up. Right, so Masuaku is doing the throwing. Eventually, Anderson back to Masuaku, back to Anderson, back and then through to Masuaku, passes to Noble, and it back to Masuaku again. Boots it through, and it goes out for a throw in once more time. All right, BTG, you are also booted out. Sorry, mate. Hide user on the channel. Ta-da! No swearing in the chat, please. And Charles Brigden, you are gone as well. Sorry, mate. Too late. Jaden, what's your prediction, mate? I was saying 2-1 or 3-1 at the start. I'm not sure now. I'm thinking this is a draw. I really think this is the draw because Villa are offering a lot but not doing much with it. And we've really got to step up in the second half because we're not really doing much with it so far. Is it still the same? Yes, it is, Jaden. Yeah. Come on, boys. We have to get 3 points for Supermanu's 66th birthday. He said he wants 3 points ahead instead of a cake. Good attitude. Props to Manu. Yes, it is a very, very good attitude. It'd be nice to have that. Curse checks. Hello, I almost have more subs than you. Do I care? Right, Curse Tex, you're gone. Right, Charles, I'll give you one last chance, mate. All right, one last chance, and that's it. Any more spamming or anything else like that, you're out. And I mean it. Yeah, I mean this. I'm not a dictator in any shape or form, but you're on my channel. Show a bit of respect. Right, it's clear all the children are out in force tonight. Boom. Call me Kane. Who do you think's going to win? I don't know, to be honest with you. I really don't. Right, so let's get back to the game because I'm not mucking around with you lot. Seriously, guys, come on. You are look, at the end of the day, you're gonna get banned from it, right? So just pay attention. Gary Meglinson, evening, mate. Hello, Gary. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Gemma Mead, you're doing great. Thank you very much, Gemma. That's very nice of you to say. At least someone's appreciating this. Right, so Villa on the defence still. I haven't really missed much. It's 39 minutes and still 0-0. Just as Jota's making a run. Quite a long run. And Fabianski punches out, but unfortunately clatters the player in the process. But it's not. He clatters El Ghazi. It's not intentional in any shape or form. Really isn't intentional. Right, as I said, I'm not trying not to be biased. I literally can't call it at this point. As the way things are going, it's looking like a point. As I said a few minutes ago, yeah, the player runs into Fabianski's arm. It's not a foul. It's not a foul. Mike Dean's actually right for once. It's not a foul. It's not a penalty. It's not nothing. He stop hating and let him carry on with his brilliant string. Thank you, Solomon. Most of them are going to be going to sleep soon because it's half eight anyway. So, did you miss my comment on purpose, Jaden? Not being rude, mate, but there's a lot of idiots in here at the moment, so I'm trying to make sure that the chat is being respectful. Please, by all means, put your comment again, mate. I don't go everybody's comment on purpose unless it's vindictive or disrespectful or just plain right idiotic. Don't worry about what votes today and just enjoy the match and let us know what's happening, bro. Yeah, okay, I'm trying to. So anyway, so El Ghazi's come off for because it's a bit of a he looks like he's now by the letter of the law, he has to be. This is a bit silly, this. Yeah, he's allowed back on, so he's not that bad. He hasn't got had that much concussion. I directed you on Twitter, so whenever you can send the link. Guys, look, I'm talking about the game, all right? Just have some patience. If you not being rude, yeah, but if you can't wait for me, if you can't wait another 5 minutes, then go and find it yourself. Yeah, I'm sorry, but come on, just I'm trying to give you guys an update, and it's just I'm getting stupid questions coming in. Lanzini or Fornals? Chelsea forever. Well, Lanzini, because we haven't seen enough of Fornals, to be honest with you. So we've got Rice. Sorry, Lanzini over to Noble, who crosses it over to Anderson, who's now out on the left. He passes it over to Masuaku. Back to Anderson. Over to Noble, who passes it to short pass to Rice. Passes it over to Yarmolenko, making a charge down the right. To Noble. And booted out by the goalkeeper. Right, so my granddad is sadly passing away in a Villa win. He said that would save him and funny as well. Mixed emotions. Jaden, I really do. I am so sorry. I know what it's like to have. Ooh, So I know what it's like to have somebody in that state. I really do. I really, really do. I am my heart goes out to you, Jaden. It seriously does. It really, really does. It's awful to see anybody, grandparents, parents, brother, sister, daughter, son. It's just, it's heartbreaking at the best of times. And I do feel sorry for you. Pellegrini's my favourite manager we've ever had, or at least second best. Well, who's first best then? In that case, Kane. Who's first? Who's first best? If you think that spam comments are going up live, you've got another thing coming. And I'm so, I feel sorry for your loss as well, there, Jaden. It really does. Right, so coming up to the end of the 44th minute. Sorry, 43rd minute, I should say, starting the 44th. Mings passes it over to number Jota, I think, by the looks of it. Flag up for offside. Wesley going on there. Geez, we should be one down. Just coming back to it now, Turbo. Let's have a look at the replay. So it's a top save, but to be honest with you, it's a top save. West Ham will win 2-1. Double for Haller, one for Grealish. Could happen. Could happen, Callum. Could really happen. Adios, call me Kane. Adios. This is supposed to be a conversation, not full of juvenile comments. So sorry, but adios. Oh, great save again from Fabianski from Grealish then. Solomon, liked and subbed with bell notifications on. You deserve it. Well, thank you, Solomon. It's very nice. There's 2 new subscribers on tonight. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I really do appreciate it. So we got with 36 seconds into the 2 minutes extra half. The line man telling Fabian's going to get back on the line for the goal kick. Yeah, he can really tell how things are going. You can really tell how things are going. Fabianski really wants to do it. It's right. We've got a minute left. And Anderson running it down. Oh, that was close. But of course, Anderson charging it down that much is giving it the left side of the pitch a lot of space, and as a result, but fortunately, we've been able to cover it. And Anderson's back running into the box again with a man on, and nobody's telling him. So Allaire to Lanzini, who does his Scott Parker impression and passes it to Rice. Back to Anderson again. So we're going for it. We're trying to get something before the end of the first half, but nothing's really going, unfortunately. Gemma Mead. Well, thank you very much, Gemma. I really do appreciate that. It's very, very kind of you. Big Sam is my favourite manager we've had. Okay. I disagree on many, many points, but yeah, that's fine. That's your opinion, and I respect that. Very stalwart defending by Villa there, just as Rice is having a go at Dean. Go on, my son. All right, so that's it. The end of the first half. So, all right, here you go. So, summing up the first half, to be honest, 100% honest with you guys, it's been all Villa. It really has been all Villa. We've offered hardly anything, which is pretty much an understatement. Let's go to the stats at half time. So, I mean, a point is justified. I mean, Fabianski's had some very good. He's made some very, very good saves. It's not exactly. He isn't as. He isn't as. He's been a lot more bit. Sorry, he's been a lot busier than. Lot busier than we would definitely think. Three. Where are we? So, Kane WHU, is that WHU Kane Spike Master 19? Is that you, mate? Please let me know. Jaden, can I say Beasley? Can I have a link as well? Yep, contact me at JPWHUTV, and I'm happy to do so. Hello, I need your help to grow channel. Sorry for interrupting, but well, how was Rice in the first half? Rice played very well. Not really a big fan of shout outs on there. If you want me to shout out on Twitter, by all means, let me know. But what do you need help? I mean, why aren't you getting more subscribers? Yep, yes it is. Okay, mate. I will send you. Won't send you the actual name with the actual link because it's going to take too bloody long to type it. But I will send over the. Actually, I can't even bloody remember. Hang on, where are we? Right. Okay. And thanks, Kane, for the compliment, mate. It's much appreciated. So, so guys, put your comments in the comment section below. What how you think this has gone, the game is, because I'd really like to know what you're thinking. As I say, Jaden, tweet me or DM me at Twitter at JPWHUTV. Right, who is West Ham's man of the match so far? There isn't really one, to be honest with you, Callum, and not in my opinion, anyway. Gary is saying John Lyle was the best manager we've had. Yes, he is, and I will agree to that. He isn't the best. I was too young to see him properly, unfortunately. But do you think Noble dived? It looked that way to me, sadly. Ben, he doesn't. Good to see him, mate, but he doesn't dive. I've never ever seen Noble dive at all. How do you rate Nick's White Thompson? How do you rate their guy Nakamba? I just like him because he was also born in Zimbabwe. Good to see you, Nick. Good to see it. To be honest with you, I've not really been paying too much attention. Dennis Baxter says Ron Greenwood's best manager for West Ham. Yeah, I see that. Better to win, maybe. We should sell Ulgazi. Yeah, not really sure on that one, to be honest with you. Yo, John. Hey, Jimmy. Nice to see you. Not too impressive so far, but the second is ours. That's pretty much what I've been saying, Jimmy. Exactly the same thing. Do you have Instagram? Yes, again, at JPWHUTV. Why do we always bottle it when we can go third, for God's sake? Gary, nice to see you, mate. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at this point of the season. The only people it matters to are the people that don't actually watch football. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, it'll be nice. Don't get me wrong. Of course, I want us to get 3 points out of this. I can't see it happening. I really, really can't see it happening. Don't know why. This is showing a replay of a few things, and now Ghazi and Mings having a bit of a pop of each other. It's not good. That's not a good sign whatsoever. Villa fans, has there been any has there been any unrest between El Ghazi and Mings the last few days? Have you heard anything? Because I really struggle to see why he was having a go. Bloody everyone's asking for links, guys. What is wrong with you? Come on, I'm older than all of you. Right. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Da-da-da. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? So, rise. Right, it's going crazy at the minute for some random reason. Right, so I'm just what I meant by that, Jaden, is the fact that I'm older than you and I know how to do this. So surely you guys should. You guys are more tech savvy than I am. Um, I hope you guys are still going to watch it with us, of course. Ben, that's not what they're asking. They're not asking what channel it's on. They're asking what link is. But yes, right. Okay. So, guys, as I said, let us know what your thoughts are. What is happening with Ghazi and Mings? For some reason, I don't understand it. Why? I don't understand why, but they are they're just having a pop at each other. Ghazi was they actually literally squared up face to face. They really squared up. I don't get what's going on. Ron Greenwood started the West Ham way. He introduced a European passing style to football. Yes, Dennis. Good to see you, mate. Yes, he did. Yes, you're 100% right. Yeah, I know you're messing about, mate. It's all good. It's all good. Mayweather did not dive yet. Jimmy, you're right. Yeah, I mean, 100% right there, mate. Final score. Brinker Singh. The way this is going, this is a point. This is a draw. This could actually be a 0-0. To be honest with you, I don't think it will be. To be honest with you, but it's got all the signs for that. I'm gonna still watch here. Thank you, mate. All much appreciated. Thank you for doing mine. You're welcome. If it's not plug and play, I'm knackered too. I know the feeling, sunshine. I know the feeling. Right. Before I got inundated with tweets and Instagram messages, Jaden, it doesn't, mate. As you can literally see, I was sending it on to somebody else. Just have patience, yeah, because for some reason it didn't go through. So let me try it again. It's not. Let me. It's seriously. Let me just show you. Right. Can you see that? I'm trying to send it, but it's not going through. So I'm sorry, mate, but you'll have to find it another way if you didn't see what the link had said already. Right. I'm guessing because I'm younger, I'm just got. I really struggle for this generation, this FIFA generation. No patience whatsoever. Wesley or Haller? Nick, that's a good question, actually, mate. From what I'm seeing of Wesley, good player, very, very good player. Can I see the actual game here, Adrian? No, mate. Of course not. You have to do your research like everyone else. But yeah, it's just, yeah, I've seen enough from both of them tonight, to be honest with you, and yeah, I reckon so. I reckon both. They seem to be quite evenly matched at that from that point of view. They really seem to be very evenly patched. All right, so it's starting to come through. Okay, right. So Villa have had 41% possession in the first half. I struggle with that. I really struggle with that. 5 shots, 3 on target, and 1 corner. 6 fouls. West Ham 59% possession, 7 shots, 1 on target, 3 corners, and 10 fouls. Again, how do I I watched the game live, you can just type in it into Google. You will find quite a lot of links, or if you're on Twitter, you can find links on Twitter as well. There you go. That's a suggestion from Stephen. Not a bad one either. Right, so guys, come on. Let's put your thoughts in the chat down below. Well, down below, it's going to be here, isn't it? I suppose. Put it here. Of what your thoughts are for the first half. Fredericks is doing very well so far. Masuaku having a poor game. Yes and no, Ben. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, he's it's. I wouldn't say it was poor. I'd say it was more inconsistent, to be honest with you. It's probably my internet. It just wasn't going through, Jaden, for some random reason. But the information that Stephen provided to us earlier, that's a very good way of watching it as well. All right, so let's just have a look. I'm going to say, wow. Okay, there's been how many? It's been 13 new subscribers tonight. Thank you very much, guys. Really, really do appreciate it. This channel wouldn't be what it is without everyone chipping in and doing what you guys are doing. Bye, I'm a Villa fan. Good luck, West Ham United. Thank you, mate. Shame you couldn't stay around for the second half, but I guess it's school in the morning. But seriously, no, it's been great to have you in the chat there, mate. Thank you very much for your time. Next one, I love Fredericks. He is underrated. Yes, to a degree. Yes, there's a lot of things he needs to improve, which he should know anyway. But one of the best players for Fulham when we got him on a free. So yeah, I can only suggest he's going to do better. I reckon he's going to do much better as time passes, as time comes on. All right, so it's still a bit of the break, because obviously the break's going to be a little bit longer than usual because there was 2 minutes of extra time, which means the kickoff's going to be 2 minutes late. So it's going to be literally within a couple of minutes, I should imagine. And stop scratching your ass on telly. All right, so guys, for those West Ham supporters in the chat now, did you guys see well, obviously, there's been quite a lot of player talk over the last few days in terms of the players going to the newspapers about a few things. Nothing West Ham related. Angelo Ogbonna saying that he nearly died because he fell asleep at the wheel a little while back. Wow. Hang on, Ben's got a question. Do you going to stream the Oxford game? Ben, if I can find a reliable stream for it, son, yes, I will do one of these for that, because I'm really looking forward to doing that. If I can't, I can let you guys know, but it's so annoying because I really want to know this information. Next one. Okay, bye. Got to go, mate. Yeah, I know it's quite late where you are, mate. So thank you very much for your time. Good to see you again. DJ Blokey, hello, mate. Evening, John. Evening, all. What's going on with free kicks? Pissing around with it instead of getting straight into the box, pulling my hair out here. Yes, Mark. Yes, 100% sunshine. It's yeah. We've not done a lot really, have we, mate? To be honest. Dennis Baxter, when West Ham click and stay consistent, we will have one heck of a team. Yes, and we've started off with it, but the international break, I don't want to sound too contrived like other West Ham channels and fans and stuff, but yeah, it's maybe the international break has come with us at the wrong line. Sorry if I'm bugging you, Jaden. Jaden, scroll up. There's a very good comment by where are we? Who is it? Who did it? Callum, I think. Was it Callum? Yeah, there's a very good one up in the chat, mate. Ogbonna is not good enough. He could cost us. Yeah, I see your point, man. I see your point. Didn't know about Ogbonna. Yeah, it's on the website. At least it's on Claret and Hugh about it. Yeah, because he basically was crossing a bridge somewhere. Didn't say where. And he went off the side of the bridge and in there. Right, so second half's about to kick off, guys. Do you know Joe? Danny, Derek, hello, nice to meet you. But what Joe? Which Joe? There's quite a few Joes in the world, son. We can still do this, Gaz. We're not particularly good with set pieces. Yeah, I know, mate. We're not. Right, so the kicked off and still Villa in possession. Do you show match? Mays to Ryan? No, I don't. I never do. I think you've been on before, mate. So I recognise that Morpheus picture. Right, so Villa on the attack. Out to the right. Masuaku and Anderson closing down, but the pass goes straight through. And, yeah, straight out for a goal kick. Nearly 40 viewers. Well done. Thank you, Alfie. Yeah, it's dropped down to 29, just as you said it. Back up to 30. But yeah, you know, I'm the only one that seems to be doing this consistently. I know Hammers Chat do their watch along every now and again, but I don't think they're doing theirs tonight. But I will be doing, especially for Premier League, I'll try and do the cup games, all the away, basically any away game that West Ham do. I will try and do a live stream for yourselves. The home games I can't because I'll be there. But yeah, I'm trying to do as much as I can for yourselves. Do you know smaller clubs spend all their money on forwards and underrate the defenders? Yes, Callum. Yeah, they do. They do. And to be honest, it's not just the small clubs, mate. A lot of Premier League and Championship teams do it as well. You know, they reinforce in the wrong positions, thinking that, you know, attack is the best form of defence. Right, so Ella having a bit of a weird one with Mings, but Villa are on the attack again, but intercepted by right. Ooh, clear it. Yeah, Diop started with the ball a little bit there, and Anderson jumps on the player, and now Anderson's down as a result. Looks like he's done his back in by the looks of it. Not good. Not good. Really, Joe Mama. Looks like there's somebody else that wants to get booted out of the channel. Yeah, it looks like Anderson had a bit of a set to into his back by the looks of it. Save with instant trade-in on a slick new Right, so Anderson over on the free kick. Fake Tan City MB. Hey, hello. Right, so we got Diop to Rice over to Masuaku, and he puts the ball out because another player is down. So yeah, a bit of a set to, unfortunately, and I thought Mike Dean carded Noble then for a second, but it's not. It's a player with a bright yellow pair of boots. Callum Edmonds says Villa are getting relegated along with Brighton and Watford. It's not a bad shout, mate, to be honest with you. I'd agree with at least probably about two of the three. Brighton, I'm not 100% sure on. Villa, I'm not 100% sure on. Watford, yeah, Watford's Watford, isn't it? It could happen. Could happen. Villa supporter in the house. J124J up the Villa boys. Yep, by all means. Gemma, Villa will win. Hashtag Aston pure and bred. All right, Gemma. All right. There's more scouts than Bromley, that, wasn't it? Yeah, calm down. All right, so What's going on here? Pellegrini's not looking all that happy. 50 minutes and 16 seconds in. Anderson passes it through to Fred Lanzini, who passes it to Rice. He passes it back to Anderson. He passes it to Masuaku. Good little run there. Noble asking for the ball, but Masuaku passes it right behind him, and Noble's going for it, but no. Jacob Rock, come on, you irons. Come on, the irons. Good to see you, mate. Thanks for popping in. Just watching the replay of the attempt there. Just as Villa on the break now, hovering around 5-6 yards out of our box, but Masuaku clears it. Passes it to Ogbonna, who passes it to Rice. Passes it to Matt, boots up the reel to Anderson, but is intercepted. And Noble passes it to Rice. He passes it back to Ogbonna, and Ogbonna passes it up to Anderson again, but not a good move because Anderson's got nowhere to go. So he passes it back to Ogbonna to pretty much to tell him that, and Ogbonna boots it upfield. What is he doing? What is he doing tonight? Callum arms up the irons. So Grealish over to... Right, so Masuaku's doing pretty poor tonight again. Fabianski palms out the attack. Oh, yard wide by the Villa strike player there. Yard wide. So just doing Sky watching the bit, showing the build up, the replay of the build up, I should say. Great little flick out from Yarmolenko. Fabianski palms it out, and Yarmolenko backs his leg up and just does it. That's not a nice little touch from him, to be honest with you, in more ways than one. Callum, yeah, I know, mate. Yeah, I know. You did tell us about Ogbonna, and I've been very critical of him the last couple of years. I really have been very critical. And when I say years, I mean years, not seasons. Jacob Rock, Birmingham City fan. Jaden Priestley, I've texted you on Twitter, mate. Jaden, for the last time, I'm trying to commentate on the game. I've told you in the chat where the you need to have a look up. I'm trying to commentate on the game, son. So Engels looks like he's got a bit of an injury there, by the looks of it. So he's holding his face. We need a new left back and centre back. Callum, yes and no. Yes. Full backs and centre back and striker. That's where I think we need to reinforce personally. Grealish is. Oh, come on. Yeah, Grealish is playing very well. I'm surprised he's still on the pitch, to be honest, but. Gemma, apologies. It wasn't Grealish. It was your number 7 who was holding off Masuaku and Anderson on his own. That was impressive. So just gone 54 minutes into the game now. So Fabianski is giving the free kick. Taking the free kick, I should say. All right, where are we? Yeah, Yarmolenko's offside just from that phase of play. He's not happy with himself because of it as a result. So it looks like this looks like someone's coming off soon. By the sounds of things. Just as Villa are slowly on the attack. This is what I mean. I can't see how Villa got like 41% possession when most of the ball, they were on most of the ball for the first half. Great interception by Rice. He passed it to Anderson, but Anderson loses the ball again. That number 7, very good player. What about Haller? Is he classed an empty jar wallet? He is classed an empty jar wallet. Yeah, he has, Callum. You're right, mate. No, I'll take your word for that, Gemma. But yeah, just as your man's on the ball by the looks of it, and poorly intercepted by Rice. Sorry, Lanzini, I should say. So Rice over to Fredericks, who passes back to Rice, who should pass it to Lanzini now, but he doesn't. He passes it over to Masuaku because he's in more space. Only just, and over to Anderson, who's still out on the left. Masuaku. Oh, Alair's got it. Rice, but great challenge from that from Grealish there. Rice squaring for goal, and Grealish puts his body right on the line. I think that West Ham will draw to us, but hope Aston Villa win. Well, of course you do, mate. You would do. Yeah, I agree. No draw, no attacking spirit. Yeah. It's just defending. It's Allardyce football. I've seen him personally as I used to work as a steward, but on maternity. All right, cool, nice. So Villa throw in on the 56th and 3/4 of the minute. 80% of the minute really now. El Ghazi going for goal and saved by Fabianski. He's not played too badly, El Ghazi, to be honest. He's had his moments. Noble, poor from Noble there. Really poor from Noble there. Gave the ball away pretty much. Diop clears it into Rose Z. So Villa throw. Villa are buzzing around like bees. They really want this. They want this a lot more than we do. A lot more than we do. Let men behind the ball for the majority of the time. Alair's hardly coming out of it when it's ridiculous. So let's just as I say that, Anderson's on the run down the left. Anderson's taking too long, as he usually does, and loses the ball as a result. I've said it many times. He dilly-dallies on the ball. He really does. He stutters too much. Looking like one goal. Nicks it. 0-0 was 16-1. It's the Premier League, Turbo. It's the Premier League. All right, so that's all right. So Rice up to Lanzini, who passes it out eventually to Allaire. Who passes it down to Noble, who clears it over to Anderson, but goes to Masuaku, back to Anderson. Clearance and make some space. Now, is he going to... Right, now he passes, and it's way too far over, but Yarmolenko just about gathers and passes it to Noble, who passes it to Rice, who passes it back to Noble, who passes it over to Yarmolenko, who passes it again back to Noble, Lanzini, Ogbonna, Masuaku back to Ogbonna, Diop. Come on, challenge West Ham. Noble, Fredericks, Noble, Lanzini, Noble, Lanzini. Goes down a bit too easy, but nothing doing. Masuaku, and it's a goal kick, isn't it, surely? Or is it a corner? Yeah, it's a goal kick, unfortunately. What a boring game. Definitely coming here next time we play. Thanks, Callum. Really appreciate it, Sunshine. Really appreciate it. Actually, no, that's a corner. That's not a goal kick. That's a corner. But all right, never mind. My partner is a Wolves fan, and they lost against Chelsea. Yes, generally they did. Anderson, too expensive. Yeah, I wouldn't say too expensive, but he's Roman Divaris. What will the score be? Wait, mate, I think it's looking like it's going to stay this way. We've just gone on to the hour and it's 0-0, and I think it's still going to be 0-0. This is really disappointing from I reckon from both sides, to be honest with you, because we've Jaden, I will message you the link afterwards, mate. Yeah, so you get to see them for future games. You're sitting up there, so I ain't forgotten about you. Right, so it looks like Fornals is coming on. Fornals is getting ready. If we win this game, we will be third. Yes, but I can't see it, mate. Yeah, so Yarmolenko coming off and Fornals coming on. So that, I guess, will push Anderson to the right and Fornals to the left with Lanzini in the middle. That's a bit of a shame for Yama. I quite like him. He's played pretty well, to be honest. He's not been brilliant, but he's not. He sums up West Ham's game, to be honest with you. Where are we? Let's have a look. No, it looks like Fornals is out on the right. If you had to call a winner, who? I can't count him. I really can't call it at the minute. Obviously, I want West Ham to win, but I can't really. It's tricky. Very, very tricky. So Noble, just no one helping him at all. Very, very good positioning by Villa, but just no help. It's just like there's like 4 players around every single one of ours. It's very well tactics are brilliant, but just as Villa, it's going to be Villa on the attack there. Diop very out of position. And Wesley, by the looks of it, no, is that Wesley? Yeah. Diop, clear it. Thank you. What do you think about Watford and a new manager on the first 5 games of the league? To be honest with you, mate, I'm not surprised by that in any shape or form. Reason being is because Watford like to get rid of a manager every single season. They like to swap it around, get some new blood in there every now and again. Bit interesting to see that they went back to their original backup manager in the first place, but it's Watford. They think changing the manager is going to bring what should actually happen at a club like Watford, and technically with a club like West Ham as well, for that matter. Just as Al Mohammadi is getting ready to come on, the assistant should rotate like it was with Man United. That's what kept Man United on the top of the table all the time. That was the best idea. Winner equals the burger and beer stalls. Yeah. There's a lot of people are going to try and get pissed on the way back for this, because it's all Villa from we've hardly had a sniff. We've hardly had a sniff. As Lanzini passes it over to Anderson, who dilly-dallies and passes it over to Rice, who dilly-dallies a little bit as well, to be honest, and passes it over to Fredericks. Yeah, even the commentators are saying you can hardly either side of bossing a game, and he's right, 100%. Right, so Diop to Fredericks. Was that Fornals? Yeah, Fornals, who's running the wrong way, but had no chance but to pass it back to Fabianski, who tries to go for Masuaku, and Lanzini grabs it. Alea, very well organised, Villa, very well organised. Anderson crops it in. Oh, that could have been a goal there if Fornals was on. Had timed his run properly. Didn't he? Just stood still. Really bad mistake from him there, because he's in an absolutely perfect position for it. Just few seconds later, and he would have earlier than he would have actually had something. So, Beardy. Who is it? Come on, Gibbs. So Jota's off, and El Mohammadi is on. Callum Edwards says it works for Watford, though. Yes, it does, mate. It does. Callum Edmonds, apologies. It does. It does work for Watford, but it's not the right way to do it. It's really not the right way to do it. You need stability. All right, so Lanzini over to Masuaku, and over to Anderson, to Rice, over to Ogbonna, back to Anderson there, and then Masuaku, Noble gets in a bit of trouble, and it's a free kick. It's a free kick to Villa. How? Exactly, Noble. How is it a free kick to Villa? Masuaku books again, and he's off. Yeah. Right. So, are we going to see Ben Johnson for Man United? Or are we going to see Creswell? Ooh. Edward Holditch. Hello, Eddie. Good to see you, mate. How are you? Hope you're keeping well. Thanks for popping in. 23 minutes before the game finishes. How are we doing tonight? Mate, it's just as you popped in, Masuaku's been sent off due to a second yellow. 66 and a bit minutes in. And yeah, it's a very, very cynical. Hang on, just double check it. Where are we? That's a dive. That is, I'm sorry, but that is a dive from El Mohammadi. That is an absolute dive. And Mike Dean's bought it. And Zabaleta is coming on. I'm sorry, but that is an absolute dive by El Mohammadi. It really, really is a dive. Yes, there's contact. Nowhere near in the position of his body for one. Just really, really isn't. So Villa on the attack. Good ball in. Straight to Fabianski. Fabianski reads it very, very well. So sorry, guys. It looks like the standard typical Monday night football of being absolutely boring as hell, quite frankly, because it's just not. It's just nothing. Nothing's really doing. Nothing's really doing. Can't believe it was. We are going to lose. I'm not sure how you got on that one there, mate. Replay shows wasn't red. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying, Tomo, mate. That's exactly what I was saying. Don't really don't see the point of that. I mean, VAR is only really being used for VAR is only being really used for goals, things for goals at the moment. But yes, that should have been Callum. You are up 100% right now, mate. That it should have been. We have VAR. Use it? What is the point? It is there only to bring up. So Zabalet's come on and Anderson's come off. Fucking awful game. Do. Yeah, good. You know, it's it's a challenge on Zabaleta, and it's a bad foul, so it's a free kick. But because he didn't go down dramatically, nobody's booked. Funny that, isn't it? Right, so is that Fornell's taking the free kick by the looks of it? Come on. There you go. Very good kick in, but cleared by Villa. Right. So we've got, where are we? So Fredericks over to Fornals, back to Fredericks, back to Fabianski. Clear it, Fabs. Thank you. Right, Noble, Rice, Lanzini, Zabaleta. Come on, pass it. That's it. Put the ball in, Zabs. That's it. That's it. Who's there? Too far over, hello. But he's saying thanks. Good try. Fornals is chasing the ball down. He's really going for. He's really trying for. He's running around like a little terrier. He really is running around like a little terrier. Rick Cougar, Okoga, VR. I can't decide on Mike Dean's second bookable offence. That's why VR isn't loose. That's exactly what I said, Rick. It's only there for goal scoring opportunities at the moment. To look at handballs, fouls, free kicks, and all that sort of stuff. It's nothing. It's not being used outside the box, and it's ridiculous that should. But I'm sure it will come at some point. So back pass down to Fabianski. What do you think about Norwich winning against Man City? They absolutely deserved it. City were absolutely arrogant in their defence, and it cost them big time. Absolutely big time. Very, very surprised. Not surprised that Norwich got something out of the game, because Norwich have been playing very well. But City were just arrogant. There's no other way of putting it. Same like we are, to be honest. With the only difference is we ain't conceded yet. So Villa throwing. This has been a long, long night. Gemma Reed says, "Pride of Lions." Yep, I would have got. Sorry, where are we? Come on, you irons. Hi, Zach. Thanks for popping in, mate. Villa Clan, come on, Villa. And thank you, Villa Clan, for popping in as well. I mean, it's end to end, but not in a good way. It's not in a good way at all. It's not much for me to talk about, to be honest with you. So Noble over to Fornals. He passes it, threads it through to Fredericks, and Allaire, come on, score! Very well defended by Villa again. Very, very close. Very, very close. That was the best Man City lost to Norwich. We beat Norwich City and won the league. City only failed 7 times, and the result was exactly. Only taking the mic. I know you are, kind of, mate. Joan, bit nervous now. Hi, Joan. Thanks for popping in. $16 minutes left. Probably about 2. Gemma asked this question earlier. Probably about 2-3 minutes of extra time, I should imagine. So while we're seeing endless amounts of replays, tomorrow night, guys, Jaswinder Upal is coming on. He's going to be the guest for the Tuesday night guest. Then next Tuesday is Lena Stahl, the Polish adult actress, shall we say. She's a West Ham supporter, and I've finally been able to track her down. Both will be on at 8 o'clock in their respective weeks. And then the first Tuesday of October, I'm very, very happy to say that Ryan Archer from West Ham Fan TV is coming on Tuesday, the 1st of October. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Zach, you copied us. Villa, Villa copied our colours. Actually, Zach, Villa lost a race. Or a bet, one of the two, to us back in the old days, because Villa were broke in those days. They gave us the kit to compensate, and that's why. Callum agrees with you, Joe. Yes, I'm well nervous. Yep. What was fake? What was the other one before? It gives Man City a reality check. Yes, it does, mate. It 100% does. Metal in both legs. Hello, mate. Good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're keeping well. Yep, come on, you irons. Uh, so where are we? So, so Fornals over to is it Lanzini? Yeah, Lanzini. Great ball through to Zabaleta. I'm not sure how that's a goal kick, to be honest with you, because that's a foul on Fabianski. On Zabaleta, sorry. But yeah, Zach Price. Right. So, so for those of you that are in the JPWHUTV Fantasy League, the Premier League Fantasy League, go over to the Facebook channel page, the Facebook page on for the channel straight after tomorrow night's live broadcast, because I will be doing the table roundup, because obviously otherwise normally I would be doing it tonight, but of course we're playing, so tomorrow night will be the roundup. So it's going to be a busy night for me tomorrow night. And say, talking to Jazz, he's been on the chat for on and off for a little while, and also not tonight, but for over the last few weeks, and also he's been a regular on West Ham Fan TV as well, and their fan cams. He's done a lot of those recently, so over the last year or so. So it'd be good to get we've been speaking for quite a while, and he's a top lad, and you know we've we've got Jazz coming on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Then we've got Tuesday. Oh, obviously Thursday is going to be the preview for the Man United game. And who's Mike Dean? So here we go. So yeah, that's a foul on. Technically, that's a red card from what Mings has done then, because he's clouted Allah, his arms like that. Now that's face contact, which is an immediate sending off. I prefer rugby anyway. Villa, you are so tight for money. You gave us your kit. TG Gaming, no one you owns. And just as a leg comes at, Fornals, Paul Mark Noble has to watch it as he's on a yellow and he's arguing with the ref a lot. To be honest with you, Joan, he's doing it respectfully though. He is. But you're right. He's been booked, so he needs to turn it down a little bit. But at the same point, it's just Mike Dean. Mike Dean takes a lot, especially when he knows the other person's right. So we've got 12 minutes plus added time to go. So Diop to Ogbonna, who passes it over to Zabaleta, who passes it to Fornals, who passes it to Ogbonna, who passes it back to Fornals, who should pass it to Rice, but he doesn't. He keeps going and loses the ball as a result. Fornals is going over too easily. Lanzini went over too easily then. It's just ridiculous. Fabianski clearing the ball up to Fredericks. Callum says Noble will tone it down. Will not tone it down. He's crazy. yeah. Well, yeah. Well, he's right though. Half the time, Mike Dean's blind. Yes, Saki is 100%. Joe says, "God, I thought it was 12 minutes to go about half an hour ago." Well, see, this is the thing, right? Everywhere was saying that it was a 7:45 kickoff, and it wasn't. It was 8 o'clock. So I can understand that, Joan. Just as Fornals is not doing a lot. He's running, goes for goal, and it's a corner, that surely, because there's a deflection. I'll be shocked if he doesn't try to fight the ref. Oh, come on, Callum. I know you're taking the mick there, mate, but he's never that bad. It's never that bad. What is it with Monday Night Football? Honestly. Ball in. Not exactly well done by Lanzini there. It goes out for a goal kick. And final substitution by, so it looks like Nakamba, I think you pronounce that. Nakamba's off and Luis is on for Villa. So at least 4 minutes now, I reckon, of extra time. At least. I said about 2 to 3, and there's been a few more little dilly-dallies beforehand. So Villa in possession. I respect all football teams, but not Millwall. Fair enough, Zach. Get your point. I don't give a monkeys about Villa, about Millwall. If I'm completely honest with you, mate, I really don't care about them. Sorry, that's it. I really don't care about them. I really couldn't give a monkeys about that football team. That was over 100 years ago between what happened. So, right. So Villa are still in possession. If we lose, that will ruin my week, and it's only Monday. Don't jinx it, Cannon, please. Hamady with a strike over and go on, Seb. Taking too long. I buffed up the bottle. Shut up. You know, Luis is like, what are you doing? But he pushed him over. Luis pushed Ella over. Then he's saying, "Now, what have I done?" It's like, shut up. Honestly, he just literally barges into him. I mean, there's a difference between making a foul and strengthening to get the ball. But it was a clear intent to knock him off the ball, not to get the ball. It wasn't a play for the ball. It was a clear intent to knock him off the ball. Right, so Fornals is out. And so is my stream. Right at the critical point as well, which is always the case. Here we go. Right, so really? I thought we'd win and score 3 goals. Now I bite your arm off from a point. Yeah, I agree with you there, Joan. 100%. Something ain't right. Something's not right there. You know. My partner said he will marry me next week if Villa win. Did he? Well, congratulations, mate. Gemma, I hope he honours that, because to be honest, it's looking quite unlikely, which is probably the reason why he's offered that. And as usual, my stream breaks just when I need it. Konya the Goat says, imagine if West Ham still had Payet. Well, that looks like all the streams have gone by the looks of things. Got brown sauce down my shirt, not happy. Well, thanks, Turbo. Thanks for letting us know, mate. We let's have something to talk about. So where are we? Shows how much some people are talking about. Please keep talking up the game. I have a large bet on the game because me and the lads are playing a fantasy draft, and Lanzini can't get any points. Well, as I'm saying, my literally my stream is frozen at the minute, so that's why I'm trying to trying to keep it up and running as quickly as possible for you. Once I do, then I'll obviously be talking about the game. But as just give me 2 moments. Never knew it could all change. Only takes a second. Yeah, it's just for some reason it's just frozen. Keeps looping around at the 82nd minute. That was obviously quite a while ago. How many minutes to go now? I'll just double check for you, Joan. Hang on 2 moments. It is currently. So I've got 5 minutes left. Everywhere seems to be freezing, which is just bloody typical. So 5 minutes plus stoppage time. Let me see if I can get on another reliable site. Hold on 2 moments. Can't lose and spoil the party. Yeah. One stream's gone. Let's try another one. 8630 going to finish that way. Yes, it is going to finish 0-0 Turbs, mate, unfortunately, by the looks of it. Dean Webb. Hi, Dean. Good to see you. 0-0 on the 89th minute. Yeah, nothing's working. It always comes up the same way, right towards the death. Come on, you irons. You need a bloody drink. I'm going to throw this bloody computer out the window in a minute. Nothing is working. Absolutely nothing is working. So it's 88 minutes according to the BBC website. Jack Grealish tries to slip pass through for Wesley, but Isidiop reads the danger superbly and intercepts before clearing. So 89 minutes now. Oh, why? Why are you doing this to me? '90th minute. Thanks you, mate. Thanks for letting us know. For some random reason, every single time, it just comes up saying, they just seem to go. There we go. Right, back on. So, stop mucking around. It was literally on for a second, then it just disappeared. Let's try and refreshing it again. Sorry about this, guys, but it always happens. Just things let you down just when you don't need them to. Oh, stop thinking about. Hey, here we go. Right, so we have life. So it's still 0-0, 89 minutes and 54 seconds. That was hectic. Trying to get that back. All right, so Villa still in possession. We're just strolling around now. The guys are just absolutely strolling around now. 3 minutes. 3 minutes extra time. Ooh, that was... Vogbono almost with an own goal there, but he clears it out literally like 2 yards away. Goalkeeper, the commentator is just saying that from the look of Ogbona's face, it was far from that clearance was far from what he wanted it to happen. So yeah, very relieved. And looks like Balbuena's coming on by the looks of it. Noble's come off, and that Balbuena's come on. That is a dive all day long. Get up, Wesley. Come on, get up. Very good clearance from Rice there. Very good, Rice. Ashir Cantana, good to see you, mate. Declan Rice to score. Could happen, I doubt it, but this has got a 0-0 written all over it. Antonio for the West Ham winner. Nice try, mate. He's out. He's out injured. So Villa on the attack again, and just practically walking through our lot. I don't get this. We could have. It's not the point. The table position's irrelevant. Mate, I know what you mean, Soups, but mate, no. It's not the point. It's not the point in any shape or form. The whole point of this was to win the game. And could we go? Fredericks is on the book. Not a penalty, unfortunately, but the whole point. It's not about going third. Going third is for the end of the is literally for the end of the season. It's been a very lackluster performance, granted, as we're in the last 35 seconds of the game. It's been a very, very lackluster performance. Not Villa have been the dominant and the better team, just not the best. You know, it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. I mean, again, maybe it's the arrogancy and complacency here, but we haven't got out of second gear. It's like the start of the season all over again with a pass to Rice. Fornals, weak from Fornals there. Weak Fornals. Turbo, see you later, mate. See you next time. Definitely hope to see you tomorrow night with the next guest. That's it. Game over. Disappointed is to say the least. Yeah, no, it's this acts of desperation. Right, replaying the Fredericks one. Yeah, there's nothing in either of those challenges. Either of those, unfortunately, guys. But thank you very much for your time. It's been absolutely brilliant to talk to you guys as always. Joan is saying we got a well-earned draw here with 10 men. Away record intact. I'm relieved, although we expect better. Yes and no, Joan. Yes and no. I mean, yes. It wasn't well earned. We were very, very lucky to have it, if I'm completely honest with you, because Villa were the far better team. Far better team. You need to support a top team like Glasgow Rangers, please. League One, mate. League One. English equivalent of League One. Do me a favour. Got to go. So angry. It's not good enough. The performance wasn't good enough. I think it's typical West Ham. Yeah, it is. I'm surprised we didn't lose that, to be honest with you, Jay. Bye, mate. See you, Soups. Good to see you, mate. Cyan Fat Boy. Gemma, you've been great. Thank you very much, Gemma. And I'm afraid I'm sad to say that you're not getting married next week. But thank you, Gemma. It means the world. Means the world to me as always. So, guys, as I said, tomorrow night at 8:00, Jasmine Darupal's coming on. We're going to be talking about all things West Ham. Just little change to the questions, but as I say, he's been on the YouTube face he's been on West Ham Fan TV for the last couple of years now, so you'll know the face if you watch the channel. He's a good lad. And I say straight after that is on the Facebook page for the channel is where I'll see if I can bring up the details for you. Yeah, contact me on Twitter, join the JPWHUTV group, and like the Facebook channel page as well. As I say, because I go on live 8 o'clock tomorrow night on here is the Jazz talking, and then straight after that on the JPWHUTV channel page I will be doing goal week number 5 roundup of the fantasy league. So thank you very much for your time, guys. Joan says better luck next game, Gemma. Villa very unlucky to only have 5 points this season. Yes, Matt, I agree 100%. Matthew Biggins. That's why we are in Europe like you, mate. It's you ain't going to be there for long. It's typical, but we've got a point. Yeah. So the table as it stands at the moment for this Premier League is, let's just bring that up really, really quickly. We will win Arsenal on Sunday. So the table. So okay, so Villa are currently 17th out of the relegation on goal difference, and we are currently 8th. Well, actually, technically, we're joint 3rd with Spurs, if you want to look at it that way. So we're joint 3rd. All right, John, keep up the good work. Thanks, Jay. Much appreciated, mate. So, guys, technically, we are still 3rd. All right, there's 5 other teams in there, but we have 4 other teams in there, but we are still 3rd. Thanks for doing the live stream, John. Good to calm my nerves. I'm glad, Joan. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thank you guys for watching. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I will hopefully catch you lot tomorrow night. So 1,133 subscribers. So thank you very much, guys. Another 18 subscribers tonight. So thank you very much. I really, really do appreciate it. In fact, last no means hope all went well tonight, mate. Nerves been shredding in that last 10 minutes. Yes, Mark. Yeah, it was. So guys, thank you very much for your time. I will see you tomorrow night. Take care.